and this resembles the mixing of najasa as well. And according to Abu Yusuf rahimahullah, when the predatory bird is caged and its owner knows that there is no impurity upon its beak, then it is not there's no sort of dislike to it. And the scholars have done istihsan here upon this fatwa.
Good. Okay, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, so Su'ru Siba al-Baha'im, Najas. So Su'ur is the water that's left over, like we said last week. As-Siba is animal which is a predatory animal. It's usually those animals which have fangs or have claws. Baha'im, I told you last week as well. Najas. So if a lion comes and drinks from a bucket of water, can we use that water? No. If a dog comes and drinks the water, can we use that water? No. If any other form of animal comes. So these are known as Siba al-Baha'im. This is Najis. This is the Hanafi position on this. I told you last week, what's the Shafi position? Shafi say anything besides the pig and the dog is fine. خلافا للشافعي رحمه الله فيما سوى الكلب والخنزير, as opposed to Imam Shafi'i with regards to those which are besides a dog and besides the khinzir, the swine, pig. So them two are impure, everything else is fine. Okay, why is this one? Because he says the pig and the dog, لأن لحمهما نجس, because the pig and the dog's flesh is impure.
I think we didn't
Are we doing that?
Yeah, one su'ru the
So the judge? Okay. Teak. Right, so let's move on then. Okay, su'ru dajajat al-mukhallat. Now, what's the rule? The rule is that any animals, according to Hanafis, this is known as a dabita. In fiqh, this is known as a dabita. Dabit means like a principle. So in fiqh you have different types of daleels that we use. So you got like Quran, you got Sunnah, that's general. But then inside of there you got things which are known as qawaid, qaida. So qaida is like a general rule. Yeah, like for example, general rule in this country would be that if you break the law, you're going to have to pay for it. That's a general rule, that's qaida. And then you have something which is known as a dabita. A dabita is a more specific rule. Yeah, so there's a more specific rule pertaining to, let's say, driving of the car. Yeah, any person that's caught driving with the mobile, will get 6 points. So this is a dabita. So here this is a dabita. What's a dabita? That the saliva of an animal, when an animal drinks from something, that saliva is considered according to the ruling of the flesh. If the flesh is halal, saliva is halal. If the flesh is haram, saliva is. So now when it comes to a chicken now. So chicken are of two types. You have a caged chicken. Yeah, that's caged. What do you mean by caged chicken? A caged chicken basically is a chicken whose beak can't reach the floor. Okay, can't reach the floor under his feet. And the other type of chicken is known as a mukhallat. Khalla yukhalli is a chicken that's left to roam freely. Yeah, chicken that's left to roam freely. So when you have a chicken that's left to roam freely, it wanders about, walks here, walks there. This is known as a mukhallat. Now, according to the flesh of the chicken, what should the ruling of the saliva be? Should be fine. So that's why, according to the rule, this should be the ruling. But there's something else involved here. What's that? How could a chicken's beak become impure? Yeah, so in other words, now here that rule is not enough. Now you got to take into consideration other factors as well. So remember I told you last time that sometimes when a masala comes to you, there's like 5 or 6 different aspects of the masala you have to think about. You don't just think about one aspect of the masala. Like if someone comes to you and says to you that the other day I brought this product from the shop, is it halal or haram? Yeah. So like someone asked me the other day, is this particular chocolate, it's suitable for vegetarians, is it halal or haram? So just because it's suitable for vegetarians, it doesn't necessarily mean it's halal or haram. Yeah, there could be alcohol in there. Yeah, if there's alcohol in there, rum in there, or something like that, then it will still say suitable for vegetarians. So sometimes you gotta look at different things, different masail. So this is why he says over here, su'ru dajajat al-mukhallat makruh. The su'ur is makruh. Why? لأنها تخالط النجاسة. Because it mixes with najasa. Yeah, so it mixes with najasa. وَلَوْ كَانَتْ مَحْبُوسَةً. If, however, the chicken was mahbus. Mahbus means, yeah, it was locked up.
What's specifically just like a free range chicken?
Yeah, but, yeah, so if it's going to be eating anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and if it's like, if you let it roam around, most likely it's going to put its beak into impurities. So therefore there's that risk. So وَلَوْ كَانَتْ مَحْبُوسَةً بِحَيْثُ لَا يَصِلُ مِنْقَارُهَا. If it was locked up, so much so that its beak cannot reach إِلَى مَا تَحْتَ قَدَمَيْهَا. So in other words, you've got this bowl there, it's eating from the bowl, but its mouth is not going to reach its feet. So you guarantee that its mouth is going to be clean. إِلَى مَا تَحْتَ قَدَمَيْهَا لَا يُكْرَهُ. Yeah, then it will not be makruh. It won't be disliked. لِوُقُوءِ الْأَمْنِ عَنِ الْمُخَالَطَةِ. Because there is aman, there is no fear. Aman here means no fear. There is no fear of the chicken mixing with something which is impure. Does that make sense? Yeah, so that's why it's makruh, but it's not makruh because of the flesh. It's makruh because of what's on the beak. So if you can guarantee the beak's can be clean, they should be fine. وَكَذَا سُؤْرُ سِبَاءَ الطَّيْرِ. And likewise, the beaks of birds of prey. Now, what should the ruling of the flesh of birds of prey be? Impure, isn't it? So shouldn't that mean that the saliva is going to be impure? So how is it over here, why is that the case for? It shouldn't be makruh. What should it be? Haram, isn't it? Yeah, not makruh. So it's as though he's treating the predatorial bird same as the chicken. So what you have to understand over here is this, look. You know a bird. How does a bird drink water? Have you seen? How does a bird, have anyone here how a bird drinks water? Yeah, obviously a beak. We hope it's a beak, not through the get a straw or something, or yeah, it's not cartoon. So look, when the bird drinks water, it does this, look, scoops into its beak and then it puts its neck up, swallows it. It doesn't do what a normal animal does. It doesn't slurp it up. Have you got that? It doesn't slurp it because its tongue's not long enough as well. So it puts the water into its beak, then lifts it up, water goes down. It's like a spoon. So the beak of the animal is clean. Remember we said before, bones and all those things. Yeah, so this is clean. So that's why this ruling that we have, this dhabita, this rule regarding the flesh of the animal and the saliva, does not apply over here, because the saliva is not going to mix with the water. Makes sense? The saliva isn't going to mix with the water. So this is why over here there's another reason for why it's makruh. Otherwise, if the saliva did mix with the water, it wouldn't be makruh, it would be haram. لِأَنَّهَا تَأْكُلْ الْمَيْتَاتِ. Because predatorial birds, why are they called predatorial? Because they eat other animals. It eats dead animals. فَأَشْبَهَ الْمُخَلَّاتِ. So that's why it's similar to the mukhallat, the chicken, free-ranging chicken. So this bird, okay, so its mouth, the same principles apply here as well. Yeah, same principles apply here as well. So makruh. Now, Imam Abu Yusuf rahimullah, and Abi Yusuf rahimullah, أنها إذا كانت محبوسة, if the chicken is retained or it's caged or it's controlled, ويعلم صاحبها, and the sahib, the owner, knows أنه لا قدر على منقارها, that there is no filth at all on its minqar, on its beak, لا يكره. In that case, it's not even makruh then. Why is it? It's clean. Why is that? Because the whole reason why it was makruh, the illa, the cause, was because there was something filthy on the beak. But if you know that the beak is clean, no problem. Now, this opinion of Imam Yusuf was tahsana and mashayikh hadi riwayah. The mashayikh Mashayikh refers to those scholars who came later on. Those scholars, those Hanafis who came later on, they call them Mashayikh. The Mashayikh have given preference to Imam Abu Yusuf's opinion. So all birds come under this now. In other words, any bird at all. So long as you can guarantee that the beak is clean, any water the bird drinks, the water's fine. Make sense? So that's basically the rule. Stahsan Mashayikh hadi riwaya.
How are you supposed to guarantee? How are you supposed to guarantee the beak is clean?
So, you might have a pet bird, don't you?
Oh, okay.
If you've got a pet bird, or if you've got birds which are controlled, so you've got them like cage nowadays, you've got their mouth, or, so sometimes a person might just have washed the bird just recently, or it feeds it halal stuff. There might be a predatory bird which is fed halal meat. If it's fed halal meat, even if the beak is contaminated with some of that flesh of the halal meat, shouldn't affect the water. Make sense? So this is why when you look at these masail, you can see there's layers. The masail are layered. It's not like a simple black and white thing. You got to look at each individual case. Now, if there's a bird out there, I don't know, if there is a bird out there which does have a different type of beak and it slurps water, then the ruling would be according to that. Okay, go on.